manager. I'm here to demo Build a Budget. Build a Budget is our town's online tool where you can learn more about the budget. You can also make adjustments to the budget, either up or down on the expenditures and revenues. Then you can see how that affects the mill rate and the taxes that would be paid. So from the town's webpage, find the Build a Budget icon and click on it to get started. On the next page, you will see an introduction to Build a Budget. That will explain the application for you and allow you to read some information on the right-hand side about challenges in the upcoming budget. On the top of the page, you can see the expenditures, the revenues, the balance of the budget, and ultimately after you make adjustments, you can see how your budget would compare to the one that's been adopted for fiscal year 2013, which is the current year's budget. To get started, click on the Let Me Get Started button. You can also come back to this screen after you have started a budget to continue one that you have built. Let's get started. On the Get Started page, you can read some definitions of terms that you will see throughout Build a Budget. When you're ready, click OK. The next item that you will see is our Expenditures tab. At the top of the expenditures, you'll see the Board of Education's budget for this adopted year. You can click on the Learn More button and read about the Board of Education's budget. You can find some statistics about their budget, you can find out how they're using the money within their budget, and you can read some past history about budget reductions or additions to their budget. When you're ready to make an adjustment to a budget, you can click simply on that line, and then you can add or subtract to that budget, either by pushing the plus and minus buttons or by making a change to the digits in the text field. Here I'm going to remove $1 million from the Board of Education's budget just so that you can see what happens when I do. At the bottom of this tab, you can go back and read about the Board of Education's budget by clicking on Background. You can also click on either the Decreasing or Increasing tab to learn a little bit more about what an addition or a subtraction to the budget might mean for the Board of Education. When you're done, click Done. Here you can see the change that you've made. You can also see that play out at the top of the page in the Expenditures and Revenues columns and the balance. Right now we have $1 million in the balance. Next we can go to Revenues. On the Revenues tab, you can make adjustments here to make sure that you have a balanced budget. This application does require that you balance the budget. So I'm going to balance the budget on the property tax line by clicking on it. Knowing that I have $1 million that I can add or subtract, at this point I am going to subtract that from tax revenues to balance the budget. I can also learn more about this revenue source by clicking on the More button. When I'm done, I click Done. You'll see at the top of this Revenues tab that there are revenue streams that the town of Windsor has the ability to change. There are also revenue streams that the town is limited and may not be able to change due to state statute or other reasons. When you're done balancing your budget, click on the Summary tab. Here we can see that this budget is balanced. If my budget had not been balanced, this green check mark would have been a red X. On the left-hand side, you can learn how your budget differs from the adopted budget for this current year. There's also a way at the bottom to get some more information about the upcoming budget season and about how the budget is built. When you're done, you can submit your budget by pushing the Submit My Budget tab, or you can save it and come back later. We'll ask if you're really ready to submit it. If you are, click Yes. We have a short summary survey at the end of Build a Budget. We would hope that you answer these questions and provide us a little bit more information about your thought process on building your budget, and then submit your comments. When you're done, you'll be able to compare your budget to other residents' budgets on Build-A-Budget, and you'll see how your adjustments differ from those that your neighbors have made. So I hope you saw how easy it is to use Build-A-Budget, and I hope you'll go online to the town's website to try it out for yourself. Thanks.